Good morning. Today's public hearing is about to begin. This hearing is being conducted remotely via Zoom and simulcasted to the TLC's website and Facebook accounts. All persons wishing to testify were asked to sign up in advance of the hearing. All registered speakers are joining the meeting via Zoom. If you are speaking today, your audio and video will automatically muted. When your name is called, the moderator will activate your account and you will have control of your camera and microphone. When ready, please state your name and affiliation and then proceed with your testimony. Public testimony will be limited to 2 minutes per speaker. Any additional comments may be submitted in writing to the commission. When your testimony is complete, your audio and video will be muted by the moderator. Closed captioning is available for today's meeting. Consecutive interpretation is also available. During the sign-up process, individuals were asked if they require language assistance. Spanish, Bengali, Arabic, Mandarin, and Punjabi interpreters have been made available. When your name is called, please speak and the interpreter will repeat your testimony in English. Thank you for your attention. Please hold until we are ready to begin. We will repeat this message in Spanish, Bengali, Arabic, Mandarin, and Punjabi. Spanish interpreter, please go ahead.
Buenos días. La audiencia pública del día de hoy está por comenzar. Esta audiencia será conducida de manera remota por medio de Zoom y presentada simultáneamente en el sitio web de la TLC, en transmisión en vivo y por cuentas de Facebook. Todas aquellas personas que deseen testificar, se les pide que se apunten por adelantado de la audiencia. Aquellos oradores que ya están registrados y que se quieran presentar en la junta de Zoom, si quieren hablar el día de hoy, su audio y video serán automáticamente mutados. Cuando se les llame por su nombre, el moderador activará su cuenta y ustedes tendrán control total de su cámara y micrófono. Cuando estén listos, por favor, digan su nombre y afiliación y luego procedan con su testimonio. El testimonio público será limitado a 2 minutos por orator. Cualquier comentario adicional será sometido por escrito a la comisión. Cuando su testimonio esté completado, su audio y video será mutado por el moderador. Capciones cerradas están disponibles para la junta del día de hoy. Interpretación consecutiva también está disponible. Durante el proceso de apunte, los individuos se les pedirá que si necesitan asistencia idiomática, tenemos español, bengali, árabe, Mandarin y Punjabi de los intérpretes que están ahorita disponibles. Cuando se les llame por su nombre, por favor hablen y el intérprete repetirá su testimonio en inglés. Gracias por su atención y por favor estén al tanto hasta que estemos listos para comenzar.
Bengali interpreter, please go ahead. Bengali interpreter, please go ahead. Okay, we're going to move to the Mandarin interpreter. Mandarin interpreter, please go ahead with the translation. Mandarin interpreter, please move forward with the translation.
Hello， 早上好，今天的公听会即将开始进行。本次的公听会将通过 Zoom 远程进行，并与 TLC 的网站 Live Stream 还有 Facebook 的账户进行联播。所有希望作证的人都被要求在听证会前进行注册。所有注册的演讲者都通过 Zoom 来参加会议。如果您今天的准备发言，你的音频和视频将首先会自动处于静音状态。当你的名字被叫到时，会议主持人将启动你的视像，之后你将可以控制你的镜头还有麦克风。 准备好之后，请首先报出你的姓名和所属机构，然后就可以说出你的证词。请每位演讲者将公听会的发言限制在2分钟之内，任何的意见都可以采用书面的形式提交给委员会。当你的证词完成宣读之后，你的音频和视频将会转为静音。今天的会议将会提供字幕说明，会议也将提供交替传译。在注册过程当中，本会将询问个人是否需要语言帮助。本会将提供西班牙语、孟加拉语、阿拉伯语、普通话和旁遮普语口译员。当叫到你的名字的时候，你就可以进行发言。口译员会用英文重复你的证词。感谢您的关注。现在请稍等，直到我们直接准备好开始进行会议。谢谢。
Thank you. Arabic interpreter, please go ahead.
صباح الخير. جلسة الاستماع الجماهيري ستبدأ الآن. تعقد هذه الجلسة عن بعد باستخدام زوم، ويتم بثها مباشرة على موقع TLC ومنصتي لايف ستريم وفيسبوك. كل من يرغب في الإدلاء بشهادة طلب منه أن يسجل اسمه قبل الجلسة. كل من سجل اسمه حاضر هنا عبر زوم. حين ينادى اسمك، سيقوم منظم الجلسة بتشغيل الصوت والصورة الخاصين بك. عندما تكون مستعد للحديث، ابدأ بذكر اسمك والمنظمة التي تنتمي إليها، ثم ادلي بشهادتك. مدة الشهادة 2 دقيقة. أي تعليقات إضافية ترسل كتابيا للجنة. الترجمة المكتوبة ستكون أيضا متاحة على الشاشة. الترجمة التتبعية متاحة، وقد تم سؤال المتحدثين إن أرادوا المساعدة اللغوية سابقا. تم توفير الترجمة بالإسبانية، البنغالي، العربية، الصينية والبنجابي. حين ينادى اسمك سيبدأ المترجم في ترجمة شهادتك للغة الإنجليزية تلقائيا. شكرا على حضوركم وانتباهكم. سنبدأ قريبا.
Thank you. Punjabi interpreter, please go ahead. Punjabi interpreter, please move forward with the translation.
Hello, can you hear me? Hello?
Yes, we can hear you now.
Okay. नमस्ते, आज जनता ਦੀ ਸੁਣਵਾਈ ਸ਼ੁਰੂ ਹੋਣ ਜਾ ਰਹੀ ਹੈ। ਇਹ ਸੁਣਵਾਈ ਰਿਮੋਟਲੀ ਜ਼ੂਮ ਅਤੇ ਨਾਲ ਦੀ ਨਾਲ TLC ਦੀ ਵੈਬਸਾਈਟ ਤੇ ਸਿੱਧਾ ਪ੍ਰਸਾਰਣ ਅਤੇ ਫੇਸਬੁੱਕ ਦੇ ਖਾਤੇ ਤੇ ਕੀਤੀ ਜਾਵੇਗੀ। ਜੋ ਲੋਕ ਬਿਆਨ ਦੇਣਾ ਚਾਹੁੰਦੇ ਹਨ, ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਸੁਣਵਾਈ ਤੋਂ ਪਹਿਲਾਂ ਦਸਤਖਤ ਕਰਨ ਲਈ ਕਿਹਾ ਗਿਆ ਸੀ। ਜਿਨ੍ਹਾਂ ਬੋਲਣ ਵਾਲਿਆਂ ਨੇ ਆਪਣਾ ਨਾਮ ਲਿਖਾਇਆ ਸੀ, ਉਹ ਮੀਟਿੰਗ ਜ਼ੂਮ ਰਾਹੀਂ ਕਰਨਗੇ। ਜੇ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਅੱਜ ਬੋਲ ਰਹੇ ਹੋ ਤਾਂ ਤੁਹਾਡਾ ਸੁਣਨ ਵਾਲਾ ਅਤੇ ਵੀਡੀਓ ਆਪਣੇ ਆਪ ਬੰਦ ਕੀਤਾ ਜਾਵੇਗਾ। ਜਦੋਂ ਤੁਹਾਡਾ ਨਾਮ ਬੁਲਾਇਆ ਜਾਵੇਗਾ, ਸੰਚਾਲਕ ਤੁਹਾਡਾ ਖਾਤਾ ਖੋਲ ਦੇਵੇਗਾ ਅਤੇ ਤੁਹਾਡਾ ਕੈਮਰੇ ਅਤੇ ਮਾਈਕ੍ਰੋਫੋਨ ਤੇ ਕਾਬੂ ਹੋਵੇਗਾ। ਜਦੋਂ ਤਿਆਰ ਹੋ ਜਾਵੋਗੇ, ਆਪਣਾ ਨਾਮ ਅਤੇ ਜਿਸ ਨਾਲ ਜੁੜੇ ਹੋਏ ਹੋ ਦੱਸ ਕੇ ਫਿਰ ਆਪਣਾ ਬਿਆਨ ਸ਼ੁਰੂ ਕਰ ਸਕਦੇ ਹੋ। ਜਨਤਾ ਦਾ ਬਿਆਨ ਹਰ ਬੋਲਣ ਵਾਲੇ ਸਪੀਕਰ ਲਈ 2 ਮਿੰਟ ਤੱਕ ਸੀਮਤ ਹੋਵੇਗਾ। ਇਸ ਤੋਂ ਇਲਾਵਾ ਜੇ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਕੁਝ ਹੋਰ ਕਹਿਣਾ ਚਾਹੁੰਦੇ ਹੋ ਜਾਂ ਟਿੱਪਣੀ ਕਰਨਾ ਚਾਹੁੰਦੇ ਹੋ ਤਾਂ ਲਿਖ ਕੇ ਕਮਿਸ਼ਨ ਨੂੰ ਦਿੱਤੀ ਜਾ ਸਕਦੀ ਹੈ। ਜਦੋਂ ਤੁਹਾਡਾ ਨਾਮ ਪੂਰਾ ਹੋ ਜਾਵੇਗਾ ਤਾਂ ਸੁਣਨਾ ਅਤੇ ਵੀਡੀਓ ਆਪਣੇ ਆਪ ਸੰਚਾਲਕ ਦੁਆਰਾ ਬੰਦ ਕਰ ਦਿੱਤਾ ਜਾਵੇਗਾ। ਅੱਜ ਦੀ ਮੀਟਿੰਗ ਦਾ ਅਨੁਵਾਦਕ ਉਪਲਬਧ ਹੈ। ਲਗਾਤਾਰ ਵਿਆਖਿਆ ਵੀ ਉਪਲਬਧ ਹੈ। ਜਦੋਂ ਦਸਤਖਤ ਕਰਨ ਲਈ ਕਿਹਾ ਗਿਆ ਸੀ, ਉਸ ਵੇਲੇ ਭਾਸ਼ਾ ਦੀ ਮਦਦ ਵਾਸਤੇ ਪੁੱਛਿਆ ਗਿਆ ਸੀ। ਸਪੈਨਿਸ਼, ਬੰਗਾਲੀ, ਅਰਬਿਕ, ਮੈਂਡਰਿਨ ਅਤੇ ਪੰਜਾਬੀ ਬੋਲਣ ਵਾਲੇ 2 ਭਾਸ਼ਾ ਉਪਲਬਧ ਕੀਤੇ ਗਏ ਹਨ। ਜਦੋਂ ਤੁਹਾਡਾ ਨਾਮ ਬੁਲਾਇਆ ਜਾਵੇਗਾ, ਬੋਲਣਾ ਅਤੇ 2 ਭਾਸ਼ਾ ਤੁਹਾਡਾ ਬਿਆਨ ਅੰਗਰੇਜ਼ੀ ਵਿੱਚ ਦੁਹਰਾਏਗਾ। ਧਿਆਨ ਦੇਣ ਦੇ ਲਈ ਤੁਹਾਡਾ ਧੰਨਵਾਦ। ਇੰਤਜ਼ਾਰ ਕਰੋ ਜਦ ਤੱਕ ਅਸੀਂ ਸ਼ੁਰੂ ਨਹੀਂ ਕਰ ਦਿੰਦੇ। ਅੱਜ ਦੀ ਮੀਟਿੰਗ ਵਿੱਚ ਜੋ ਕੁਝ ਬੋਲਿਆ ਜਾ ਰਿਹਾ ਹੈ ਉਹ ਨਾਲ ਲਿਖਿਆ ਹੋਇਆ ਉਪਲਬਧ ਹੈ, ਦੇਖਿਆ ਜਾ ਸਕਦਾ ਹੈ।
Thank you. Bengali interpreter, are you here? Please go ahead with the translation. Bengali interpreter, last call. Okay, it looks like we do not have our Bengali interpreter available. Madam Chair, the floor is yours.
All right. Good morning and welcome to the February 8, 2022 public meeting of the New York City Taxi and Limousine Commission. It is 10:11 a.m. and I now call this hearing to order. I am Aloysia Heredia Jarmuschuk, Commissioner and Chair of the TLC. We are joined this morning by Commissioners Aguado, Jiha, Kest, Mitchell, Polanco, and Sorrentino. Additionally, we will be hearing testimony from a number of participants at this morning's public meeting. This is our first meeting of the year, and I'm honored to continue my tenure at the TLC under the leadership of Mayor Eric Adams. I will be working side by side with Mayor Adams and his new administration, including Deputy Mayor Meera Joshi, to support all of our licensees and to strengthen the for-hire industry. I look forward to implementing innovative and exciting policies this year and beyond, collaborating with licensees, industry partners, elected officials, advocates, and our dedicated teams at the TLC. At this time, I would like to take a few moments to reflect on 2021, which continued to be a challenging year for all of us. TLC prioritized the health and safety of its licensees, scheduling thousands of vaccine appointments, providing informational materials and webinars, facilitating COVID-19 testing events in all 5 boroughs, and hosting vaccine pop-up sites at our Woodside inspection facility. We were very fortunate to have maintained critical agency services throughout the continuing recovery period, and we improved agency processes and the customer experience for our licensees. I am incredibly proud of the work the TLC has done in the past year to further the agency, its goals, and implement policies and initiatives that have positively impacted licensees in the industry. Importantly, the for-hire transportation industry showed substantial growth as the city recovered from COVID in 2021. Licensed vehicles made over 205 million trips, up 25% from the prior year. This represented over 600,000 trips per day, up 20%. The industry earned over $3.7 billion, up almost 50% from 2020. I'm heartened by these statistics. There is a lot of potential to strengthen our taxi and traditional black car and livery sectors in the future, and I look forward to making strides with all of you in the year to come. 2021 also saw strong collaboration between TLC and industry stakeholders. The Black Car and Livery Task Force met regularly from June through November to develop policy recommendations to strengthen the traditional sectors. The culmination of that work is a report that lays out recommendations that the city and state can pursue together with industry partners to ensure these sectors remain vital for New Yorkers. TLC also convened a taxi advisory group to discuss ways to ensure the stability and future success of the taxi sector. Conversations with the advisory group and other stakeholders have helped to inform the development of a taxi strategic plan. And I look forward to working with our governmental partners and the taxi sector to advance this living plan and ensure that the yellow taxi sector positions itself as a leader in service, sustainability, and innovation. In 2021, TLC, through a review of its policies and regulations and rules so that they are equitable and adapted to the 21st century needs of drivers, passengers, and industry members. This year, we will continue this review, proposing changes to update and streamline our regulatory framework. And that'll be critical in the time ahead. On June 30th, the TLC celebrated its 50th anniversary. And to commemorate that milestone, we commissioned 2 designs of the 2021 Medallion in line with aesthetics of the early 1970s. The designs are in part inspired by iconic designer Massimo Vignelli, whose elegant works influenced the New York City subway system. The first new medallions were given to participants in our battery electric vehicle pilot program, which launched in August, and we have steadily rolled out the remainder of the medallions to all taxis. TLC ended 2021 by hosting its 8th annual honor roll ceremony, which recognizes excellent safety, accessibility, and community service records of drivers and businesses from across all industry sectors. We salute the hardworking TLC licensees who keep the city of New York moving continuously. A highlight of 2021 was the creation of the Medallion Relief Program. The MRP gives medallion owners in financial distress a critical tool to restructure loans, reduce principal, and lower monthly payments. The MRP is supported by the TLC Owner Driver Resource Center, which provides licensees with free financial counseling, legal services, health and mental health services, assistance in applying for public benefits, and driver protection services. The MRP has already helped about 250 medallion owners reduce their debt by nearly $30 million. And we look forward to fully implementing the program and providing real debt relief to all medallion owners that need in the coming year. Today, we are hearing comments on proposed rules to support an expansion of the MRP, which includes a supplemental loan deficiency guarantee. This means the city would provide funds to a third party to guarantee the principal balance of restructured medallion loans that meet certain criteria, including a fair remaining principal balance, fixed interest rate, and amortization schedule. The goal of the guarantee is to incentivize more lenders to participate in the MRP and to offer terms that are as favorable as possible to individual medallion owners. So I thank you all who are participating today, who have signed up for taking the time to share your feedback with the TLC about the proposed rules regarding the MRP. And I thank the elected advocates, licensees, and general public who are joining us today. We look forward to hearing from you and at this public meeting now. Thank you.
Good morning. We will now begin our public hearing on TLC's proposed rules establishing the eligibility criteria for applicants for a supplemental loan deficiency guarantee under the Medallion Relief Program. These rules, which were published in the City Record on January 5th, 2022, would allow medallion owners with an interest in 5 or fewer medallions and a loan restructure with a remaining principal balance of $170,000 or less, with an interest rate of 5% or less, fully amortized over 20 years, to apply for a loan deficiency guarantee under the Medallion Relief Program. We have over 90 people who have signed up to speak, and to ensure we are able to hear from everyone, testimony will be limited to 2 minutes. If you would like to supplement your testimony or would like to provide written testimony in lieu of speaking today, you may do so by emailing tlcrules@tlc.nyc.gov. When I call your name, you will be promoted to panelist and you may unmute yourself and begin your testimony. I'd ask everyone to change your name in Zoom to the name you used to sign up when speaking. Otherwise, we will not be able to identify you as a participant. Again, testimony will be limited to 2 minutes. I will provide a 30-second warning and then ask you to conclude your testimony. We do have a large amount of speakers today, so if everybody could please be respectful of the time limits, that would be appreciated. With that, our first speaker will be Senator Ramos, followed by Assemblymember Mamdani.
All right, well, good morning to all of the commissioners. My name is Jessica Ramos. I work as a state senator representing District 13, including the neighborhoods of Jackson Heights, East Elmhurst, Corona, and parts of Astoria, Woodside, and Elmhurst, the neighborhoods where most TLC licensees reside in New York City. I'm also the sponsor of Senate Bill S-2831, which sought to legislate the details that were eventually adopted in the proposal this commission has as today's topic for discussion. I proudly stood alongside the New York Taxi Workers Alliance members during their campaign for a city-backed guarantee. The fact that a deal was realized demonstrates an acknowledgement on the part of the city that although this crisis was not the doing of the previous mayor, it was his administration's responsibility to do right by these essential workers. And I'm here today to ask that the new administration continue that commitment to their responsibilities. New York City and the TLC must ensure that the reality of the program lives up to the city's promise of comprehensive debt relief. In order to ensure that all loans are covered and the relief provided to Medallion owners can truly be felt, the following considerations must be enacted. 1, the rules that oversee lenders must give no space for lenders to pick and choose which loans are restructured. The city must require that a lender's whole portfolio be restructured in order to participate in the guarantee.
Senator Ramos, I believe we've lost connection. I think we've lost your connection. I'm sorry.
Participating in the more comprehensive relief now on the table. Drivers should not be penalized for seeking cash settlements prior to this program's implementation. 3, extend the guarantee to community lenders who loaned money to drivers to fulfill cash settlement offers from a driver's prior lender. Without such support, many drivers will enter into loans with interest rates as high as 16%, perpetuating the cycle of predatory lending. And 4, make the absence of confession of judgment a qualifying condition. If lenders want to access the grant program, they need to be in compliance with the requirements of TLC rules. This crisis is part of a long history of predatory lending that allowed for COJs and balloon payments. The city must intervene by explicitly eliminating these practices moving forward. These stipulations, in addition to a commitment to strong oversight and public reporting, will play a role in perpetuating the debt crisis. No decisions about working people should be made without them at the table. I thank the TLC for beginning this process with an open hearing and remain committed to the immigrant workers who organized for a just solution to this terrible crisis. Thank you.
Thank you for your testimony. Our next speaker will be Assemblymember Mamdani, followed by Council Member Hanif. Are we able to promote the Assembly member to speaker here? Oh, there we go.
Thank you, Ryan. Good morning, commissioners. Thank you very much for hosting this hearing. Thank you for having me. I am truly glad to see that we're moving towards a resolution, and I am here today to ensure that the reality of the program lives up to the city's promise of universal and comprehensive debt relief. And I fully support the demands of the New York Taxi Workers Alliance. If there is any singular takeaway from my testimony, as I know you will be inundated with a barrage of facts, figures, and points of advocacy, this is the point that I would really love to be taken away from mine, which is that NYTWA must be at the table as the city moves towards the finalization of all points of this program. I'll use whatever is left of my 2 minutes, and Ryan, I'll look to you to have an understanding of when that expires, to specifically mention as many of the demands that I align with and that I feel would truly transform the thousands of members' lives of the union. So first, I want to say that until this program is underway, I believe that all lenders must stop taking action against borrowers to pursue possession of medallions, and that it is fundamentally critical that all lenders participate in this program. And I just want to outline my willingness and desire, frankly, that if that is not the case, then to return to the methods of protest and advocacy that brought us to this point on the streets with NYTWA, with other elected officials, whatever may be the necessary means to ensure that all of these lenders do enter into this program. Because it is only by ensuring that every single owner driver is taken care of that we can truly say goodbye to the end of this crisis. I will use whatever is remaining to underline some of the points that Senator Ramos made as well, given that she had connectivity issues. Senator Ramos was speaking about the importance of the fact that we cannot allow lenders to pick and choose to restructure some loans and leave other drivers subject to foreclosure. I think that the city must require a lender's entire portfolio be restructured in order to participate in this guarantee. If we do not make that a requirement, then what we will see is lenders will leave aside loans where they believe they'll be able to make more money by pursuing everything that the driver owns as their assets, whether it be their house or their savings. Additionally,
30 seconds remaining.
Thank you, Ryan. Drivers who receive cash settlement offers going back to March 1st of 2020 should be able to receive this grant support. This crisis was long in the making. It started with Mayor Bloomberg. It continued through the previous mayor and is up until the finalization of this program continuing. And so we should not penalize those drivers who sought cash settlements prior to the implementation of this hopefully transformative relief program. Finally, just to make it clear, the guarantee must be extended to community lenders who loaned money to drivers to fulfill cash settlement offers from a driver's prior lender. I will really just want to thank you all for the time that you have given this issue. This is a crisis that is faced by so many of my constituents. It has been heartbreaking to see what it has meant for their lives and the lives of their family. And I believe that this relief program can truly give them a second chance at the life that they live and the promise of the city for each of those people. So thank you all for the work, and really do encourage you all to continue working alongside the union to finalize the details of this program. Thank you, Ryan.
Thank you for your testimony. Our next speaker will be Councilmember Hanif, followed by Bedavi Desai.
Here we go. Good morning. Good to come after Senator Jessica Ramos and Assembly Member Zohran Mamdani. I'm Council Member Shahana Hanif. Thank you to Commissioner Aloysi Heredia Darmashuk and the Taxi and Limousine Commission for holding this hearing and for granting me the opportunity to speak. I am the proud daughter of two working class Bangladeshi Muslim immigrants. I was born and raised in Kensington and now have the privilege of representing my neighborhood in the city council. Taxi workers are an integral part of my community, and their struggle is personal to me. I've seen firsthand the devastation that the city created by facilitating the Medallion debt crisis through auction manipulation and predatory advertising. The city promised working class immigrant drivers the American dream and instead left them with mountains of debt. But in the face of immense adversity, drivers did not give up. In partnership with the New York Taxi Workers Alliance, they organized, fought back, and finally won critically needed debt relief. In the fall, I was proud to join them in a hunger strike for 15 days. And as you know, it went on for many more days than just 15, and participated in direct actions, including the protest that resulted in me, Councilmember Krishnan, Assembly Members Mamdani, Septimo, and Epstein being arrested. Now, the task ahead of us is to ensure that the plan is implemented comprehensively and effectively. While some lenders have stepped up to the plate, many have yet to commit to the new terms that will decrease the Medallion debt to a reasonable amount. Further, there are amendments that must be made to the proposed rule in front of us today in order to ensure that it meets the needs of drivers. You are going to hear from a number of drivers with the Taxi Workers Alliance, and I'm happy to hear that Beaver Desai is after me. I urge the TLC to listen to their proposals, understand the immense stakes here and trust their lived experience and expertise. And I plan to be on their side as long as I can be. Thank you so much for your time and consideration.
Thank you for your testimony. Our next speaker will be Bedavi Desai, followed by Jiadong Jin. And Jiadong Jin has requested a Mandarin translator, so if we could get that queued up as well.
Hi, good morning. Thank you so much, members of the commission. My name is Bedavi Desai. I'm the executive director of the New York Taxi Workers Alliance. Feels like a dream to be having this hearing. It took a lot of struggle and a lot of pain and a lot of tears and heartache, but it feels so good to be able to say that today is officially the start of the new beginning for thousands of our families. And we know that once these rules are passed and the program begins its implementation, that we will have the leverage that we need to bring the rest of the lenders to the table. And so first and foremost, I want to thank Mayor Adams and Deputy Mayor Joshi and the TLC for its continued support of this program during this administration. Chairwoman, we look forward to working with you. I also really want to focus my comments though on the lenders. Thank you to Marblegate for having been good faith players and meeting us at the table to resolve a crisis that has taken far too many lives and has come with too high of a cost for thousands of our people. And I really want to say to those lenders that have not come to the table yet, OSK, you need to stop seizing medallions. You need to stop sending out your repo man in the middle of the night, hunting drivers down on the streets at Kennedy Airport, taking off their medallions. Medallion Financial, New York Community Bank, every single lender out there, you already know the moral thing to do here is to resolve this crisis. After all the suicides, the heart attacks, so much loss that feels so unspeakable. But you now have a city-backed guarantee on the table and a cash down payment. This is the chance for you to not only do the right thing, but it's going to meet your own interests. We worked hard. We sacrificed 15 days of a hunger strike to get to this point. You must meet us more than halfway. It's not only the right thing to do, it is the smart thing to do. And as Assemblyman Mamdani said, if it is not done, I guarantee you we will be back on the streets because we will leave nobody behind. For lenders who still have lawsuits against drivers, we ask you to settle those suits and come into this program. Let drivers get their lives back. People have given up too much already. This program is sound. It is fiscally viable for everybody involved. Thank you so much to the City of New York. Thank you to the over 80 New Yorkers who went on a solidarity hunger strike with us. Thank you so much, Commissioner Kest, who had faith in us and refused to vote when we asked you not to. To all of the other commissioners, we know that you had our interests at heart, and we believe that now when you cast your vote, you will be able to do it with our full support. We ask you, Chairwoman and City Hall, to firmly consider all of our proposals to make sure that lenders do not get to play Russian roulette. They don't
30
get
seconds
to
remaining.
every single lender, every single loan, because every single life needs to be returned to the drivers. Thank you.
Thank you for your testimony. We're going to have a slight change in our speakers. Up next will be Ashraf Ahmed, followed by Michael Levine. Ashraf Ahmed, you may unmute and begin your testimony. Oh.
Hi, are you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you now. Thank you.
Hi, thank you. First of all, I like to thank everybody help us to get that program with Mayor Eric Adams start and Commissioner Elizy and Taxi Worker Alliance and Sister Baharvi. We thank everybody. He helped us. We're still under pressure. The lender still call us and pressure us. Where are you going? Where are you gonna pay? So we're still waiting for this program to start. So I think we need to get action as soon as possible. A lot of Medallion owners, thousands of family waiting to start their life. You know, we're still waiting. I think once we sign this contract and start with the new deal, everybody get alive again. We gonna breathe again. We get a pandemic. We get a pandemic before COVID-19, when our medallion going down from 1 million to 100,000 or something. That was pandemic for all family. After this suicide, people suffer a lot. We're still waiting to get alive. So please, I need to take action as soon as possible. Thank you for Commissioner Tlc and everybody help us to start this program as soon as possible. Thank you so much. That's all I need today. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you for your testimony. Our next speaker will be Michael Levine, followed by Galina Kaminiker.
I think we lost Levine. We're going to go to the next speaker.
Okay, so if we've lost Michael Levine, we'll go to Galina Kaminiker, followed by Bernardo Celerino.
Hi, can you hear me?
Hi, yes, we can hear you.
Hi, first of all, I want to congratulate Commissioner Tlc for nominating for this year. I think you're a good candidate. I want to start my testimony by, first of all, as all commissioners know, we still have foreclosure in over 100 medallions. I think you know about it. My mother probably could be one of them. I'm speaking in her behalf, even though I also have a medallion owner. But my mother is right now is under judgment, and unfortunately, Penn Fed is after her. She does not qualify for the driver program because she's not a driver. She had inherited from my father 6 medallions, and she is not falling under this program where city and TLC will back her up with a cash deal or even negotiate with a bank. So she's actually on the Social Security with $800 pension. If it wouldn't be for me, she would be on the street. She does have a judgment against her. I don't know what's next step for her. I didn't turn my camera because I'm crying. I can't speak without tears in my head. The woman is 90 years old. She turned 91 in January. And she has to go through all the pressure for what, city took away life, not just from her, from a lot of medallion owners. I know taxi worker alliance speaks for drivers, but there is also medallion owners who are not drivers. And we're in a big financial hardship here because people cannot live their life. And nobody's backing us up. So if taxi worker alliance is they're going to be on the street, voting against drivers. You're going to find bodies on the street for medallion owners who nobody backs them up, who invested in the city. City basically threw us under the bus because they collected all the money from the investors. That's how we've been called, even though we invested in the city for our future, for city of the future. City also stopped collecting a lot of income from medallion owners. And I don't understand why the city allowed that to happen. Who benefits?
30 seconds remaining.
So this is something that city also have to think about it. Everybody has to think about it because a lot of income for the city was lost by allowing rideshare programs to be here. It's a lot of commission to think about in the city as well because everybody lost. Medallion owners lost, city lost. And a lot of city people going to be on the street, and mainly people who are retired people who have no other income but income from medallion leasing. And again, you're talking about 90 people, a 90-year-old woman being on the street. It would be for me because I'm lucky and still working.
Time's expired. Please conclude your testimony.
Okay, I will send a letter and judgment to TLC against my mother. So because she has more than 5 medallions. She has 6, so she's not considered for this program. That's not fair. That's, I think, something to be revisioned.
Thank you for your testimony. We'll move on to our next speaker, Bernardo Celerino, who will be followed by Harrison Fernandez.
Mr. Celerino, please unmute your microphone.
Hello, hello, can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you. Thank you.
Okay, as I remember, good morning, commissioners. As I remember, last November the 3rd ended a hunger strike. And as a result of that, the taxi industry was awarded like $30,000 cash and financing up to $170,000 for the loans. So since already that has been approved and passed, I don't understand what are we waiting to start already the interview, so that way we can start as soon as possible to paying the $30,000 to Marblegate and whatever other bank are related to the loans, so we can reduce not only the loan, but also the interest rates. That is the number one thing that I want to say. And the number two is also that I'm having this for a long time already, and I still can say that the Taxi and Limousine Commission is mishandling the taxi cab industry and should be mandatory to address this issue as soon as possible. I was seeing if Tuesday, March 29 at 10 in the morning is also a good time for the commissioner to organize a second a public hearing regarding things that the TLC is doing wrong, and everybody will have the opportunity to talk. There are many, many things that I find that can be corrected. So this is time already to address this issue. I don't see any big changes. The month of December close, we have only 103,000 rides, which is extremely, extremely low compared to the 517,000 rides that the for hire vehicles high volume have been doing for the month of December. Things can be doing better on behalf of the TLC. And again, March 15 is the time that the day that I think is March 29 is the day that I asked the TLC to do a public hearing. But if that day is not possible because of the TLC is busy those days, you can select another day. Thank you. That's all I have to say.
Thank you for your testimony. Our next speaker will be Harrison Fernandez, followed by Ahmad Tardrus. Ahmad Tardrus has requested an Arabic translator. So if we could also get that queued up, that would be appreciated.
You can hear me?
Yes, we can hear you. Thank you.
Good day, Chair, Commissioner, and all the. I'm a Medallion owner driver. My lender was New Tech, caretaker for Lomto and CUA. I did not want to lose my Medallion because of my loan. Chris, manager of New Tech, offered me a payoff in the amount of a cash settlement of $150,000. I did not have that money. With the help of my wife, I got a loan from a bank for $150,000 and paid off my loan. To help me with this loan I will be very grateful to the TLC to help me with the grant of $20,000 plus the $9,000. 2 months ago, I sent emails to MRP, TLC support, and spoke to TLC agents in this regard. Please help me and give me this grant of $29,000. That's all I ask. Thank you, all of you, for your time.
Thank you for your testimony. Next up, we'll have Ahmad Tardrus, who has requested an Arabic translator, followed by Ali Langley.
Hello.
Hello, hi. You may begin your testimony.
Okay, thank you everyone. And I have many suggestions to improve the business for the taxi driver. If we improve the business, all the taxi driver and the owner of the Medallion, they're not gonna cry for anything. First, restriction Uber X from congestion area in the city from 96th Street to downtown Manhattan. Exception Uber XL and Uber Luxury. If we done this, a lot of business is gonna come to the taxi. The traffic in the city is gonna be better, and the owner of the taxi Medallion, they're gonna be very, very, very happy from this, and we're gonna make a lot of money. Second thing, we have to delete from the taxi meter rate 2, rate 4, rate 5. In this, if we delete rate 2 and rate 4 and rate 5, we're gonna accept many fares in the taxi. If someone want to go to Connecticut at any time. We're gonna put meter, so it's gonna be the meter only rate 1. This is gonna improve the business, and the taxi driver or the owner, everyone is gonna be happy, and we can pay everything. So it's not gonna be a big problem. If we have rate 1, we're gonna get fares to Long Island. We're gonna drop in Long Island. We're gonna drop anywhere. We're gonna drop in New Jersey. No negotiated price, and we're gonna also update the rate card. The thing also we can do, the TLC, they can control the medallion price. If we control the medallion price, the price is not gonna go again to 1 million, and the price is gonna go down to 100,000. The TLC, this medallion is something very official, and this thing, it has to has a limit price. TLC can put a price for the medallion, and if someone want to return the medallion, the TLC can accept it and pay him.
30
And in
seconds
the
remaining.
future, okay. I think I'm done, and thank you, everyone.
Thank you for your testimony. Our next speaker will be Ali Langley, followed by Tarek Al-Fayed.
Hi, my name is Ali Langley. I'm a staff attorney at the New York Taxi Workers Alliance. As the TLC begins the process of codifying the city-backed guarantee, I would like to reiterate a few key points. First, it is essential that the guarantee covers as many loans as possible. The city must extend eligibility to owner-drivers who are in foreclosure and bankruptcy. The guarantee should also be extended to owner-drivers who have been offered cash settlements. Because many drivers do not have the financial resources to come up with the necessary amount of cash upfront, the guarantee must also cover new loans taken out to satisfy these offers, so long as the terms meet those outlined by the guarantee program. Second, the city must use the leverage of the guarantee to require lenders to restructure all loans in their portfolios. The crisis affected all drivers equally, and as such, the solution also must be universal. If the city does not require that all loans in a portfolio be restructured, lenders will be able to pick and choose. That is, they could choose to restructure some drivers' loans while leaving others with unsustainable monthly payments, facing the risk of foreclosure simply because the driver has assets that the lender could pursue for the full remaining balance of the loan. This is unacceptable, and so long as the city requires the lender's entire portfolio be restructured, it is also easily preventable. Third, we must all work together to make it clear that the guarantee not only covers all loans, but all lenders. Too many of our members have been subject to aggressive and unnecessary actions by lenders to repossess their medallions, all since the city agreed to guarantee medallion loans in November. We must all make it clear to all lenders that the agreement extends to them and encourage them to participate. Finally, there must be appropriate oversight and transparency regarding the guarantee program. Unfortunately, it was both the city and lenders' actions that led to the debt crisis. Transparency and oversight will ensure that drivers feel confident enough to put their trust in the city. The agreement brokered between NYTWA, the city, and Marblegate was a historic one, and we look forward to working together in its implementation. Thank you.
Thank you for your testimony. Our next speaker will be Tarek Al-Fayed, followed by Richard Chow. Tarek El-Sayed, you may unmute yourself and begin your testimony. One more time for Tarek. I see your name on the screen, but we can't hear you. Okay, why don't we move on to, I guess one more call for Tarek. Let's move on to Richard Chow, followed by Dorothy LeConte and Tarek El-Fayed. If you're able to sign in and connect later, we will add you back to the list.
Hi, can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you. Thank you.
Thank you. Good morning, Commissioner and everyone. My name is Richard Chow. I'm driving for taxi 16 years. I'm a Taxi Worker Alliance member. I'm also strongly support NYC reunion proposal. Last year, November 3rd, we won the city guarantee. We celebrate. That's great. Now I can't wait for the city pass the proposal rule. Thank you, Mabagate already agree with the city guarantee. All the lender must join and cooperate. All loan no more than 170,000, 5% fixed rate, 20 years term. After the city proposal, all pass, all the senior driver should less than 170,000 plus extra release for 25% because they already lost their retirement. Good things, ground is solid. Every lender must come and join, participate, cooperate, and the city guarantee program. As soon as the city pass the rule, so the city can do quickly restructure our loan and thousands of loans do the same time and no delay, nobody left behind, save the time. And thank you for you and listen to us. And I'm also remind to OSK, please do not taking out from the Medallion owner the foreclosure. So you're making like this, you're making delayed, all the city program will be delayed and you will make more trouble and we had to had to refinance our loan quickly. Thank you so much.
Thank you for your testimony. Our next speaker will be Dorothy LeConte, followed by Jiadong Jin. Jiadong Jin has requested a Mandarin translator. So if we can make sure the Mandarin translator is also queued up, that would be appreciated. So Dorothy LeConte, followed by Jiadong Jin.
Mute. Hello?
Hi, yes, we can hear you.
Yes, good morning, Commissioner. Good morning, everybody. My name is Dorothy LeConte. Well, I heard everybody say the same thing that I wanted to say, but the only thing that I want to add to all the testimony, I find out myself I've been penalized because I'm a talker, because I'm a big mouth. My broker have a personal problems with me because I'm going to taxi and limousine and speak about everybody's problem under the roof. It's not fair for people to ask all the drivers to go and borrow money from families coming to bring $5,000, $10,000 for their loan to be restructured. And when the loan will be restructured, it's not going to be restructured on TLC rules. It's going to be restructured in the rules. In other words, they want to hold the meter. They want to hold your life. As me, I'm working. I can get any money every month. I have to go to them and get paid. And the meter shop, which is curb, pay you twice a week. I'm getting paid once a month. And every time that I go to my broker, they're picking and pick and choose on me. I become a very bad apple in their roof. So many drivers are afraid to speak because they threaten to close their loan, to foreclose their loan, and they are afraid. But I become a mother to them when they all come in and complain. And I hope Taxi Limousine will go and force all those lenders who doing this harassment to other drivers to going obey the rules. Because I've been told by the New York taxi, the NYLAG, my broker refused to cooperate. But
30
because
seconds
they want to
remaining.
go, they want to go to their own rules, and I want to know. Find out taxi limousine, give them the license. I feel that they could put the rules on them because they have to follow rules with the taxi limousine. Please, I want all these things to straight out before everything is in it, and I want to go into $170,000 with all the program. This is unfair with everybody. I
Time
don't know
has
how many
expired.
roads
Please
there
conclude your
are.
testimony.
Thank you.
Thank you for your testimony. Our next speaker will be Jiadong Jin. Jiadong Jin, who has requested a Mandarin translator, followed by Alexander Martinez. It looks like we have at least Jin who has joined. May begin your testimony. Can we have the Mandarin interpreter? Oh, I see we've just lost at least Jin. Let's move on then to Alexander Martinez, followed by Soli Chong. And again, we can come back to Jiadong Jin if they're able to get their Zoom working. So next up, Alexander Martinez, followed by Soli Chong. Alexander, you may unmute your microphone and begin your testimony. It appears you are still up. There we go.
Good morning. I'm sorry, I didn't see that. Good morning, commissioners, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for having me. Well, we're all pretty much tired and exhausted with all that we heard. The bottom line is that we really need this help and to be executed as soon as possible. Time is running out for a lot of people. And things are getting harder. It seems like it just keeps piling up or going under the carpet. My father and I are partners in this Medallion business, and he's 93 years old, dementia. We have no help from nobody. He's not qualified to get any type of help, retiree. My mother's a retiree. My brother and I are doing as much as we can to provide for them because the Medallion is an investment. And yet no one seems to give any type of aid for my father's situation. We just all ask, please expedite this so we can have the support that we need to move forward and get back to driving and create the industry that was once thriving. Just help us, please, for this to be moving forward. These actions depend on our lives and our families. Thank you very much, Alexander Martinez.
Thank you for your testimony. Our next speaker will be Soli Chong, followed by Andrew Chen. Soli Chong, you may unmute your microphone and begin your testimony. One more time for Soli Chong. You may unmute your microphone and begin your testimony. Last call for Soli Chong. Let's move on to Andrew Chen, and we can come back to Soli Chong if you're able to get your Zoom working. So we'll go to Andrew Chen, followed by Michael Wong.
Hello. Yeah, maybe Hello. Hello. Can you hear me?
Hi, yes, we can hear Andrew Chen.
Andrew Chen, hi. Hello. Can you hear me?
Hi, yes, we can hear
Good
you. I'm
morning.
getting some feedback and somebody talking behind you.
Hello.
Hi, yes, you may begin your testimony.
Hi. Good morning, Commissioner. Good morning, everybody. My name is Andrew Chen. I'm the Taxi Worker Alliance Union member, and I strongly support for the NYTWA for the proposal, and hello.
Hi, yes, we can hear you.
Oh, okay. I'm strongly support for the NYTWA proposal. It's a better, thank you for the Marvin Gaye for helping for us. And then, by the way, for all the other lender, the photo for the participate with the CD program and the NYTWA program. And thank you very much for the. We're gonna as well possible for the CD program, the faster, and then we're gonna need the restructure the loan and need it faster. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. Have a nice day.
Thank you for your testimony. Next up, we will go to Michael Wong, followed by Shishir Roy. Michael Wong, followed by Shishir Roy. Michael Wong, you may unmute yourself and begin your testimony.
Yes. Okay, thank you for allowing me to come in and talk. So there's a number of things that we would like to let the commissioner know, and I hope that she could continue to keep her promise like she did not request her promise. Okay, number one, okay, we having a big problem with all the drivers that the TLC made a promise and broken the promise. Okay, now this question that you asking to all the drivers is being used as attacking drivers question or finding another different ways to talk the way out. Okay, number two is as for the meter, all these drivers working very, very hard to make the payment. Okay, the meter shop is collecting money from the advertising. The insurance is collecting $3,300. MTA is collecting 50 cents, and the concession $2.50 also collected. Now the 30-cent handicap collecting two ways. They collecting one taxi cab improvements fund, $13.15. And the second one is the same thing, taxi cab improvement fund. Only one driver is driving, so they collecting 65 cents. So they charging Medallion owner double amount that we're not supposed to pay. Also, the MTA never supported Medallion owner since the crisis of COVID-19. Okay, we don't work for the Medallion owner, for the MTA at all. We should not be paying the 50 cents and plus the $2.50 to the MTA. The MTA should refund the money back to all the Medallion owner.
30 seconds remaining.
Yes. Okay, and also all this politic game that the TLC and the administration playing, monopoly poker, mastermind against the driver, postponing, delaying everything that the driver have. So, you know, they're using IQ against innocent drivers. Okay, that's all I can say. Thank you.
Thank you for your testimony.
Yes.
Our next speaker will be Shishir Roy, followed by Sonam Sherpa. Shishir Roy, followed by Sonam Sherpa.
Put me on mute.
Shishir Roy, you may unmute your microphone and begin your testimony. Shishir Roy, you may unmute your microphone and begin your testimony. We are still unable to hear you. I see your name on here and it looks like you're unmuted. Okay, we will move on to Sonam Sherpa. And Shishir Roy, if you're able to fix your issues with Zoom, we will gladly add you back to the list. So we will move on to Sonam Sherpa, followed by Wayne Chin.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Hi. Yes. Good morning, all the TLC commissioners, my fellow drivers, and all the lenders, especially my lender OSK. My name is Sonam Sherpa. I'm a proud owner driver, Medallion 6 Alpha 33. I've been driving for over 14 years and a proud member of New York Taxi Worker Alliance. Everything was fine until, you know, all the apps, city flooded, all the apps-based ride service, such as Lyft and Uber. Our rides dropped below 50% and it was hard for us to put food on the table or pay the rent of the house or pay the mortgage. For that, many of our drivers, I already know, they bankrupt, and you know, a lot of our brothers also made suicide. Now, after all the strikes and rallies on November 3rd, the mayor announced the CD deal, which brought us a little bit of hope. So we can, you know, get back our job, our medallion back, so we could work the job we only know. But since everything happened, and we were hoping for that CD deal to occur, I personally, 1 week ago, I received a letter from my lender OSK saying that they are doing private sale of my medallion on February 14th or after, which is like 10 days. No, which is like about 6 days from now. All this time, I thought it was the least justice they could get us by getting the CD deal. So now I want to request the city or the lender to hold on to this sale because we have come so close. That was our one-time chance to hold on to what we have for all these 14 years. I don't know how this happened, but the lender OSK, and we have all the, I have so many brothers whose lender is OSK. They're
30 seconds remaining.
Giving hard time to all of us. Please stop selling our medallion. The city is ready to make a deal. Please come to the table. It is the very sound and very smart thing we could do. We can work soundly. Please let us get our life back, so we could provide to our families and do the job with the dignity, the job we've been doing for like 16 years, serving the people of New York City. The job I only know and I love doing. Please, TLC Commissioner, if there is anything you could do to stop selling of the medallion, or we can just prioritize, make it like as soon as possible. We need these deals right away because a lot of us drivers, we are suffering right now.
Please conclude your testimony.
And thank you for all the help. And you know, I hope this deal will go through. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you for your testimony. Our next speaker will be Wayne Chin, followed by Raymond Aris. Wayne Chin, you may unmute your microphone and begin your testimony.
Hello?
Hi, yes, we can hear you.
Hi, good morning. My name is Wing Chin. I'm a member of New York Taxi Worker Alliance. Thank you for helping us to resolve the crisis. And we cannot wait to get a new beginning, to get our life back. Because November 3rd, we get an agreement with the Mother Gate. So we want the rest of the lender to join us to participate in the city program. And my lender is OSK. They're giving the driver a lot of hard time, you know, repossessing, foreclosing, and it's like an extortion, you know. We want to resolve the problem with them, so bring them to the table, let them know the city program, and join us and resolve the problem, that crisis, okay? It affecting our family, our life, and you know, we need to resolve the problem. Bring all the lender in to join the city program so we can have our life back. Okay, no more suicide, no more bankruptcy, no more foreclosure, and no more repossession. We want our life back. Okay, all our family want our life back. No driver family left behind. We are one for all for one. So we want to resolve all the debt crisis, end the crisis. Right now, city can have this, the mayor can have this. Please help all the driver and the family member. Okay, our family are suffer enough. And then bring all the lender, resolve the crisis as soon as possible. So thanks all the city and the elected official and the city of New York and people of New York supporting us, help us, cooperate us, resolve all the problems so we can have a peace, live in peace, get our life back. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thanks, Nick. No, I don't have Apple. My phone is a Samsung.
Hello, Raymond. You may begin your testimony.
Hi, my name is Raymond Harris. I've been a taxi driver since 2008. I bought my Medallion. And at that point, it was pretty good. I used to work, make money, support my family, and pay my bills. But in the past few years, since Uber, Lyft, for Juno, via all of these people, the company, they give them a chance to be in the city. I do believe they destroyed the yellow cab business. I know everybody have to make money. I know everybody have to survive. But the thing is that, to me, I think that is a cancer. If it's a cancer, we have to treat, to know what caused the cancer. The cancer is all the other company they let be in the business without restriction. That's what caused the problem. And I do believe if you guys are ready to help the drivers right now, the company, you guys have to put a restriction on them in order for us, for the yellow cab industry to be survived. Otherwise, that's going to be a problem. Even that cancer, give it chemotherapy, whatever you do for it, is still going to be a problem. And in a few more years, we're still going to come back to the same problem again. Because I do believe the yellow cab industry starts since early 1970s. So it's been good for all that time. So why now is the problem? You guys have to see what caused the problem in order to be able to fix it. So thank you very much. I hope you guys take a note and you find where the cancer came from, what caused the cancer, and we will be able to treat it, and then we will be all right. Thank you.
Thank you for your testimony. Next up, we have Ajit Barth, followed by Golam Talukder. Ajit, I see you've joined the meeting. You may unmute yourself and begin your testimony. Ajit Barth, you may unmute yourself and begin your testimony. Okay, last call for Ajit, and we will move on to Gollum Talukder. Gollum Talukder, you may unmute yourself and begin your testimony.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you. Thank you.
Hi, sir. My name is Golam Talukdar. I'm a proud member of NYTWA. I support my union NYTWA's plan and everything. And I have to tell you my story. Before you come, NYTWA fighting for debt for more than 3 years. And last year, around March, my bank, community bank, they offer us like cash settlement 150. We don't have the money. Our union leader and all the employee help us to get PPP and everything. We don't have 150, and there is no lender is lending. I borrow all the money from my family and everything, and I paid off 150. So I have a request to you. Please include us so we can grant those people cash settlement, they can get a 29,000 grant. And please, NYTWA also this offer, like those people cash settlement, they should get a grant too. So please help us. We have a relative to pay. We have really a credit card to pay. We need this help. Please include us. Thank you.
Thank you for your testimony. Next up, we have Gollum Istaik, followed again by Soli Chong. So next up, Gollum Istaik. Apologies for the pronunciation. And you may begin, you may unmute yourself and begin your testimony.
Hi, good morning, all the commissioner and taxi and limousine commission. I am the taxi driver and taxi medallion owner. On May 3rd, my medallion is, they give us the opportunity that you have to do the settlement or you have 4 weeks to get out for the date. So I have no other choice. I have to take out the money and settle it. The problem is that I have a debt for the credit card. I take the money from my house. So I need to pay all of the debt from my credit and refinance of the house. So please include us who are doing the cash settlement, and thank you so much for your call.
Thank you for your testimony. Our next speaker will be Soli Chong, followed by MD Kadir. Hi, Soli Chong, you may unmute your microphone and begin your testimony. Soli Chong, you may unmute your microphone and begin your testimony. And one more time for Soli Chong. Okay, we will move on to MD Kadir, followed by John Asma. MD Kadir, you may unmute your microphone and begin your testimony. MD Kadir, please unmute your microphone and begin your testimony. One last time for MD Kadir to unmute your microphone and begin your testimony. And we will move on to John Asma, followed by MD Shaikh. John Asma, we can see you and you may begin your testimony. And we are unable to hear you right now, John. You are on mute. You may unmute yourself and begin your testimony.
Hello,
Hi, yes, we can hear you. Thank you.
it's John Asma. It's just like all my fellow members have said, I'm also a member of the OSK, and this program should be expedited as soon as possible so that we can have our life back together. OSK has been putting pressure. We've been following modification after modification. Marblegate is it has accepted the MRP, and OSK and the rest of the banks should also come in and join it. And the commissioner and everybody should expedite this program so that we can have our lives back. I think everybody has said everything that needs to be said. But OSK, the pressure on the OSK is not fair. And they're putting pressure on so many of us. And there needs to be a communication with them so that they can join it and see that this is real. The 170,000 is real. The guarantee by the city is real. And the $30,000 that has been guaranteed by the city is also real. So they should join the team and allow this program to go on, to start expeditiously so that we can have a living rest. Working as a yellow cab, as somebody who's been in the business for over 25 years, it's not an easy task. You have so many other obstacles that surrounds you. You need a clear mind to be on the street of New York City to be able to serve the good people of New York City. So Commissioner, I'm here begging you for the rest of everybody of my fellow cab drivers on the road to expedite this program and tell OSK to slow down and have this program to take hold so that we can have our life back together. And the program will work for everybody. So my say is that OSK should come on board as soon as possible and suspend all medallion that they've taken from the people and give it back to them and join this program and allow the people to join the MRP and expedite this thing so that we can have our life back together. We love this business. It wasn't a choice. I made the decision to drive a yellow cab, and I love it. I have so many options, just like my fellow drivers. But we love to serve the people of New York City, driving as a yellow cab driver. And so please, as a OSK medallion driver, tell them to slow down and allow this process to go through.
Time has expired. Please conclude your testimony.
Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you for your testimony. Our next speaker will be MD Saik, followed by Tariq El Said. MD Shaikh, followed by Tariq El Said. Are we able to promote either one of those speakers?
Hi, Ryan. Both of those speakers dropped off. So
Oh, okay. All right. Well then, let's move on then to Pauline Hall, followed by Valentin Georgiev.
Hello?
Hello. Hi. Yes, you may begin your testimony.
Hi. Okay, hold on. Let me close this door. Yes. Good morning, everyone. My name is Pauline Hall. I'm a beneficiary of my husband's Medallion. Thank you for giving me this time and opportunity to testify on behalf of my husband, who no longer can. So I'll give you a little story of his life. I'll be quick, but so my husband used to be a Medallion driver. He has a Medallion taxi driver for over 15 years. And he sacrificed all his day on the streets, in the brightness, in the darkness, along other Medallion owners and drivers for the drivers, for their families. This is what we do each day while you are at home with your families, and we are not. I'm speaking on behalf of my husband. So that's what I'm saying, we. It's our livelihood we provide: food, shelter, security for our families. It's a selfless act. So I ask OSK, why take that away? Why take the lives away, our lives away? Why the constant torment, harassment, verbal abuse? Do you know we are also humans too? Let's work together instead of causing harm. Let's stop the constant suicidal thoughts lingering in our minds. Let's stop the anxiety buried in us. Let's stop the pain, the heartaches, the heart attacks, the cries, the emptiness. This is what we Medallion owners experience each day. OSK, I ask you, I beg you, please participate in the city's program, grant and guarantee. You must be concerned as much as us.
30 seconds remaining.
But this is a solution, a financial benefit for you and for the Medallion owners. Join with the others who are participating in the city's program. Please participate. I don't want to lose my husband's Medallion. As I said, he's been working for 14 years as a driver. I want to keep it on behalf of him. I'm speaking for him, and I want to keep his Medallion. I don't want his Medallion be taken away by OSK. OSK, please listen to us, listen to me, listen to the other drivers. They need you to participate in the city's program. Please participate. Thank you very, very much.
Thank you for your testimony. Our next speaker will be Valentin Georgiev, followed by Masood Alam.
Good morning, Commissioner and all the participants. And also thanks to the TLC for making this meeting possible. My name is Valentin Georgiev, proud Medallion owners for 20 years. First, I'd like to thank Ms. Barawi for her tireless dedication and believing that success is possible regardless of enormous obstacles. That said, I also like to thank Senator Schumer and all the politicians from the city that work really hard, led by Ms. Ramos and Mr. Mandavi. And of course, that wouldn't be possible with cooperation of the city and TLC. And mentioning TLC, I'd like to congratulate the commissioner for her reappointment to the position. Also thanks to the Marble Gate for being cooperative and agreeable with the proposal of New York Taxi Workers Alliance. But I think should be emphasized on the fact that TLC in the city must do everything possible so all lenders enter this Medallion relief program, so all the Medallion owners benefit from the this enormous effort of everybody in this endeavor. Also, I'd like to mention quickly the NILAC, that which supposedly they should be helping us and helping the TLC of moving the things faster and get the things done regardless of the program, application, and everything. It's not working. It's not working. They're not doing the job. I cannot get in touch with them. Everybody complaining with that. Should be some other way for us to fill up these applications and make sure that everything is done fast and efficiently. I guess my time is up. I'd like to say so many other things, but thanks for your attention. Thank you.
Thank you for your testimony. And I will just remind everybody, if you would like to supplement your testimony today with written comments, you may do so by sending those to tlcrules@tlc.nyc.gov. Next up, we'll have Masood Alam, followed by Tariq Al-Fayed. Masood Alam, you may unmute yourself and begin your testimony. Masood Alam, you may unmute yourself and begin your testimony. One more time for Masood Alam. Okay, let's move on to Tariq Al-Fayed, followed by Shashir Roy. Okay, looks like next we're going to have Shashir Roy, followed by Ajit Barth. Shashir Roy, followed by Ajit Barth. Are we able to promote either of those to a speaker?
And no longer on the list, we're skipping, we're going to the next one.
Okay, if we don't have either of those, we have William Ridzui and Chaim Gyatso.
We're bringing in Volker Singh. Hi, Ryan. We're bringing in Volker Singh.
Volker Singh, great, okay. Volker Singh, I see you on here. You may unmute yourself and begin your testimony.
Yep. Make a voice. Hello, good afternoon, sir. My name is Balkar Singh. I'm driving only 32 years, and I am member of NYTWA. And I want to thank Marble Gate for agreeing to the rule for all my friends. I'm asking all other lenders, especially OSK, to also join the program. We fight very hard for this victory. We suffer for very long time. Now we need the justice for everyone. Thank you for all commissioner and all New Yorker who help us. We did hunger strike 15 days, and we did all here like a demonstration front of City Hall. Nobody came here before. Thank you for New Yorker, and thank you our director Bhairavi Desai. She fight for us very hard long time, and she got sick that time, and so she is very helpful. Please, thank you, Commissioner. Help the taxi industry, please. We are very suffering. We are no making money now. Nobody make money. So, and I want to say one thing, please. You allowed to do the handicap car in the Uber. Please stop this and stop other car you putting again and again, the Revel and other car like a um, Tesla. Please stop those two. Thank you very much, and help the taxi please industry, and thank you for this program. Thank you very much.
Thank you for your testimony.
Thank you, sir.
Our next speaker will be William Ritsui, followed by Chaim Gyatso.
Good morning to our commissioner, ILOC, and all the commissioners. I'm so happy that I get a chance to speak. I will be very short. I'm William Ritziu, owner of the individual Yellow, and the taxi driver for 38 years since 1984. I will appreciate if that heck license will be renewed, because because the lung cancer and the medical situations and travel outside for medical, I didn't do it on time, the renewal. But now I like to say that the November 3rd, it was a successful reparation of the predatory landing, and we'll appreciate if OSKs will recognize that situation, and will they are waiting to get these rules and regulations to put on 170. I'm 73 years old, and I think that maybe the regulations will include also maybe even a lower than 170,000 loan, especially because we don't have a pension, we don't have anything from the driving so many years, 38 years in my case. So for people over 60 years old, maybe it would be a good idea to insert something. OSK, it's better to join in honest and business-like, not predatory. They go for in the GFK, they hunt our medallions. The shame of them, they were arrested because he impersonated being marshal, which he was not, and taking by force medallions and whatsoever from the people. With me personally,
30 seconds remaining.
Thank you. With me personally, they asked me $300,000, and I said it is instead of 170 is not done. They said it's verbally put the money into account. However, it was only verbally. I said nobody is going to give you $200,000 cash settlement into the account, which I don't have a written agreement. And finally came the November 3rd, and we are waiting for the 170 law. I wish to thank you very much for your attention, and I totally look for your guidance and resolve of the hard situation of our life. Thank you very much to all of you.
Thank you for your testimony. Our next speaker will be Chaim Gyatso, followed by Joinal Abedin.
Hello.
Hello.
Hi. Yeah, hi. My name is Chimi Gyatso. Good morning, everyone, please. So my story is like this, as you, TLC Commissioner, you know our problem that what's going on. So, like our pandemic start from 2014, not from 2019. So Chinese give us the, virus like this, and Uber gave us Uber is a virus came from, 2014. So TLC Commissioner, she has the vaccine to give the taxi driver to, I mean, survive. So please, I mean, like, give the vaccine to all the, you know, taxi drivers. So please help us. So not only that, so my story is like this, like, 2020, it's been like almost 11 months. Now, my PenFed, my Aspire Bank took my medallion. So still I'm paying my insurance. So I'm thinking to, you know, every time I'm thinking they're going to give me my medallion by next week, like this. I'm keep paying my insurance is by $410 per month. So I mean, like, nothing wrong. I was giving my payment every time in, you know, never late, even one day. So what happened is during the pandemic, I mean, they give us a holiday too, holiday payment. I mean, somehow, like, 2014, the collection department guy, the name is Jose. He told me, give us like $50 a week. So I was paying, I mean, like, $50
30
a
seconds
week.
remaining.
$50 a week, even though, like, they took my medallion. So please, TLC commissioner, and maybe here on the Zoom call, PenFed maybe here. So please, I mean, give me my medallion. I want to work. So that's my point. And please, TLC commissioner, now please help us. You know, we are already in the Hudson River. So now please help us. Thank you.
Thank you for your testimony. Our next speaker will be Joynal Abedin, followed by Valentina Lejinsky.
Hello, good afternoon, everyone. Commissioner and all other commissioners. Good afternoon to you all and all my fellow drivers and whoever listening to this. And I am a medallion owner, my medallion number 9, Thomas 39. And I'm a proud member of NYTWA. And my lender is PenFed Credit Union. And you all know we are suffering long time. We need help. All the lenders should be joined with the city program. And we really need as soon as possible to, as our mayor said, GST, get job, what you call, get job done. So we need it as soon as possible. Please, Commissioner and everybody, help us to do this as soon as possible. And we are going through so much. We can explain you. So many other drivers died. Everybody is like, every day we cannot survive anymore. We are about to die. Like, you know, please do this program. And my lender, PenFed, and every other lender, please join this program and help us to survive and run our medallion to the street. My medallion is like in the stores. I cannot run because of the program is not running.
30 seconds remaining.
We need help, and we need help now. Please help us to get through this. Thank you so much. We appreciate your help. Have a good day. Thanks very much.
Thank you for your testimony. Our next speaker will be Valentina Lejinsky, followed by Rowland Quia.
Hello?
Hi, hello. You may begin your testimony.
Yeah. Good morning. How are you all? I'm speaking on behalf of my husband. He's been a TLC driver for the past 45 years. We've been seeing good and bad during those 45 years. But lately, it's been the worst. We are, unfortunately, with OSK union. They harassing us. They called us every morning for the money. On December 19, that guy, Tony, a gangster, repossessed his medallion for nothing. It's been paid up to date. They tell us we're gonna teach us a lesson. They talk nonsense. They harass drivers. Please, we ask you to help us to go for the reconstruction program with the city guarantee. Please force this OSK and other lenders. We need your help. We are strong people. We don't plan to commit suicide or anything like that, but other people do, and people lose lives. We need to save lives. We need to save the taxi drivers. They're very hard working people. So please help us out, do the reconstruction loan, and everybody will be happy. And please stop OSK from harassing people. They must be stopped. It's no good the way they treating us. They harass in Kennedy Airport, and the police authority is for the OSK people, which is not right. So that's all I want to say. Please reconstruct the loans ASAP. Please, 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 and have a good day.
Thank you for your testimony. Our next speaker will be Roland Quia, followed by Vasya Osowski.
Good afternoon, Commissioner and all the others. I'm speaking on behalf of my husband, Roland. He is 72 years old, had a stroke, and he cannot speak properly. He is a Medallion owner for over 25 years, has been driving. When he bought the Medallion, he was happy for us, all of us. He said, this is an investment for my retirement. You will get money from this and we can survive from the money coming in. But now with the Uber coming in and all the other competitors, business is nothing now, zero. And for the last 2 months, the Medallion is in storage. And so we are still waiting for the TLC to come up with the rules of how to give us debt forgiveness. We want debt forgiveness and tax exemption for that debt forgiveness. Otherwise, again, we will be overburdened with that. We also need someone, someplace from where we can get the loan, the money to settle with the lender. Please help us. And also, he's a senior and there are many other seniors like him. Please have a program for seniors to help them. And also another request is that the seniors have to have the Medallion in the car, the handicap. He's handicapped, the others are handicapped. If there's a compulsion, then it is going to be difficult for them also. So that is also another request. So please help us do something with the lenders, all the lenders, so that they can come on a level field, playing field, and take care of us so that we can serve and survive and also serve the city. This is the only income and everything has been dashed. All the investment and everything has been dashed. Thank you for your time. Thank you, Commissioner. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you for your testimony. Our next speaker will be Vasya Osowski, followed by Devashish Saha.
Hello, can you hear me?
Hello, yes, you may begin your testimony.
Hi, good evening. I mean, good afternoon. Sorry. I just would like to verify, how do you establish who is qualified? I think all of us who are in good standing till up to, let's say, 5 years ago with the financial institution should be qualified. You know, after all, system is handle our situation. So I don't understand, like, why after 30 plus years, I have to lose some benefits because that was my retirement plan. And I spoke yesterday with the lawyer with the Medallion funding, and they told me they are not participating in it. So I think if they are approved by the TLC as a lenders, they should participate also. You know, we are not the millionaires. This money goes back to the city because of many things. And if you have a house after 35 years living in the promised land, I think you shouldn't lose in the old age. You know, it's ridiculous with the predatory loans, predatory approach for others to lose the medallions. I think somehow the seniors supposed to be kind of protected by the TLC. You know, that and at November 4th, we were told
30 seconds
that
remaining.
the loan's gonna be for all of the drivers. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Basia Osowski. And we will have somebody from the TLC reach out to you to discuss your qualifications for the Medallion Relief
Thank
Program.
you. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you. Our next speaker will be Devashish Saha, followed by Kuber Sancho Prasad. Devashish, you may unmute your microphone and begin your testimony. Devashish Saha, you may unmute your microphone and begin your testimony. One more time for Devashish Saha. Okay, we will move on to our next speaker, Kuber Sancho Prasad, followed by Martin Asiui.
Hello?
Hello, yes, you may begin your testimony.
Hi, I am Kuber Sancho Prasad. I'm a taxi driver. I've been driving for the last 7 years. I'm here today with my union and NYTWA to praise the commissioner and ask for more help so that other medallion owners could get on the program, because you know the lenders are being reluctant and they're going against and taking people's medallions and scaring them and threatening them and shaking them down for money. My dad was a taxi driver for 35 years. Sadly enough, he passed away a month after he got his foreclosure notice for his medallion. I don't want to see that happen to any more drivers. You know, a lot of them are driving maybe similar time, maybe a little more, maybe a little less. And they all thought that the medallion was a way to retirement. I know it's a long way to rebuild this industry, but I think we could. And I think that with the commissioner, she could. And I know it's not her fault that this is what the situation became, but I think she could fix it, and we could build a better industry that's more sustainable, and that we could have affordable living for everybody, and that everybody could have a life again, as my dad would say it. Right now, we're working as indentured servants just to pay off the loans that we have, or either we're in bankruptcy court, foreclosure court, as I am, you know, trying to estate transfer my dad's medallion because they didn't take it. But my lender is with Marblegate, and they have agreed to the terms. So hopefully I will get back my medallion, but there are many other lenders, that are being reluctant and giving
30 seconds remaining.
Giving drivers a hard time. Please, Commissioner, try to see if there's something they could do to stop these harassments and give these guys back their dignity of living and decency. Thank you very much, and have a nice day, and thank you, and I appreciate everything you guys are trying to do.
Thank you for your testimony. Our next speaker will be Martin Asui, followed by Mohammed Zaini. Martin Asisui, followed by Mohammed Zaini.
Hello, Ryan. We're having difficulty connecting him.
Okay.
Oh, there he
I
is.
see Martin has just joined. Martin, you may unmute yourself and begin your testimony. Martin Osasui, you may unmute your line and begin your testimony. Okay, one last call for Martin. And we will move on to, I see Mohammed Zia here. Mohammed Zaina, you may unmute your line and begin your testimony. Mohammed, you may unmute your line and begin your testimony. After Mohammed, we have Vinod Malhotra, followed by MD Motaleb. It's the last call for Mohammed Zia. Okay. Vinod Malhotra, you may unmute your line and begin your testimony.
Hello.
Hi, yes, we can hear you. Thank you.
Hi, good morning. Good afternoon, our commission. Thank you so much for doing so lot of us for us. So my name is Vinod Malhotra. I really appreciate. Thankful all of you, especially NYTWA and all members who did hunger strike 14 days, only live on liquid for the better future for their friends. While everyone know it is not an easy thing to do. Even some of us have a serious health issues. They choose to do something special for their friends' future. I salute Ms. Verby and Senator Schumer, Mamdani and Jasleen Kaur, our daughter, who stood with us until we not get the fair debt forgiveness, which is, I hope, brings many smiles and success for our families, especially our kids who were worried they may not get good education while what they want because of our financial situation. Thank God we got most of us very free. Commissioner LOC, there is still many our friends underwater whose lenders is not agreed yet. Give them fair debt forgiveness. To hire the OSK Medallion Fund and extra. So I humbly request you, please do something for them. This is no fair for them who guys driving for at least 15 years, 20 years, 40 years. They love to serve New Yorkers. So please help them. This is no fair. It's just one owner losing the medallion is blaming for all of us. So please do. I know you can do something better for them. So another thing, I
30
request
seconds
to.
remaining.
Okay, thank you. I request for the fair hike because a long time we don't have fair hike, sir. So another thing, we need think for our retirements. So many of us operators who are driving long time, 35 years, 40 years, have health issues. Their health not allowing them to drive anymore. Please make some activity on this part. Fair hike and our retirements. Thank you so much. Thanks again for giving me a chance. Thank you. God bless you all. Thanks.
Thank you for your testimony. Our next speaker will be MD Motoleb, followed by Shubal Goes. MD, you may unmute your line and begin your testimony.
Yes. So, Honorable Chairman, Taxi and Limousine Commission, all respected official personnel, and all attendees, good afternoon. My name is MD Mutaleb. My medallion number is 9C92. I'm proud the member of Taxi Worker Alliance. I'm driving about 20 years. My heart is going out who took their life for long suffering. This is big pain. What happened in this industry? So my heart is going out for those souls and for the grief family. So still, we are in the same situation right now. We are still has same pain, same frustration, and hopelessness situation. During the pandemic, another fellow driver this said that before. So the pandemic started 2014. Yes, this is started 2014, but so the real practical thing, it was going well that during pandemic we are when COVID came, so we are fall behind the mortgage. So we are really, we are good pay. We did the good pay all the time. We paid the lender. So we are in the fall behind mortgage. So my lender is OSK. They are always threatening people. They are always threatening people. They are taking the medallion and selling by the private the auction. So which is not good. So it is city has the good plan. So I support this plan 170 and the city guarantee. So I agreed that I will participate that. My lender OSK, please extend your hand. Please join this program. I thank you, Bhairavi Desai, our great, your great leadership, and all taxi driver, the taxi organizer and fellow brothers. Thank you all. And I'm very thankful to New York City. After a long time taking some necessary step to step our hardworking, suffering medallion owner. Thank you very much. Thank you all. Thank you. Please send the message to OSK, not repossessing any medallion. It is so pain. Please, not repossessing any medallion. It is so pain.
Please conclude your testimony.
Thank you.
Thank you for your testimony, and it appears our last speaker will be Shubal Goes. Our final speaker, Shubal Goes.
Hi.
Hello.
Yes, do you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Yeah, hi, sir. Hi, good afternoon, all commissioner. And thank you all for time. And I hope you all consider this program, Medallion Relief Program for all medallion owners. And thanks. Thank you. That's it. Hello?
Hello, yes, we can hear you.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Oh, thank you. Thank you for your testimony. And with that, the public hearing on the proposed rules concludes, because that was our last speaker.
Thank you.
Thank you.